Welcome to the Daily English Channel. Today we're excited to introduce an amazing book on the art of communication. The Art of Eloquence, Master Your Words. Win the World by author Trác Nhã. This is a powerful guide to help you master your words and conquer every relationship. Designed to teach effective communication, this book has become a trusted companion for thousands of readers. From beginners to those looking to elevate their skills, with a friendly and practical writing style, author Trác Nhã shares one. Secrets to making an impression: how to speak captivatingly, persuasively, and leave a lasting mark. 2. Building lasting relationships. Simple tips to create goodwill and maintain long-term connections. 3. Adapting with finesse. How to handle any communication situation with ease. From work to daily life, the art of eloquence. Master Your Words, Win the World will be your compass to confidently navigate the path to success through the power of words. Read it and discover the strength of effective communication. Chapter 1. The Courage to Speak. Dare to talk to master the art of communication. Eloquent communication begins with courage. Young people often hesitate to engage in conversations due to the fear of making mistakes, being judged, or lacking confidence. However, to master the art of speaking well, one must first dare to speak. Each conversation is a learning opportunity, helping you discover your strengths, address weaknesses, and gradually refine your skills. The courage to speak not only overcomes psychological barriers, but also opens the door to understanding how to use language effectively in various situations. Core message: eloquent communication is not an innate talent, but a skill that can be honed through effort, practice, and accumulated experience. Effective communication enables individuals to connect, build relationships, and unlock opportunities in work and life. For young people especially, mastering the ability to speak well is key to overcoming shyness, self-doubt, and achieving success. 1. The importance of eloquent communication. Eloquent communication serves as a bridge in interactions, helping convey ideas, build trust, and create goodwill. Successful individuals in society, work, or relationships often possess the ability to express themselves fluently, making it easier for others to accept their ideas. Communication is not just about self-expression. It's about helping others understand and empathize with you. Avoiding communication out of fear of being misunderstood means missing out on valuable opportunities. 2. Practice is the key. No one is born a great communicator. Renowned figures like President Lincoln or Hillary Clinton underwent rigorous practice to overcome initial limitations, such as stuttering or a lack of confidence. Practice includes learning from skilled communicators, participating in discussions, observing communication styles, and continuously improving through real-world application. 3. Overcoming fear and hesitation. Young people often fear making mistakes or being judged, which leads to avoiding communication. This self-doubt hinders personal growth. Methods to overcome this include fostering self-confidence, using psychological techniques, e.g., imagining the audience needs your input, and applying positive communication principles, avoiding negative words, being specific, and speaking confidently. 4. Techniques for effective communication. Tone and voice: use a soft tone, moderate volume, and controlled pacing to engage listeners. For example, speaking too loudly or sharply can create discomfort. Clear purpose: define your goal before speaking to inform, persuade, or build rapport. To avoid missteps or misunderstandings. Contextual appropriateness: choose words and delivery styles that suit the situation and audience for maximum impact. 5. Learning from practice. Individuals like Li Young, who transformed from a shy individual to a renowned speaker, or Sam Levinson, from a teacher to a television star, succeeded by actively engaging in communication and seizing opportunities. Continuous practice, whether in small settings, private spaces, friend groups, or larger ones, public speaking is the path to skill improvement. 3 inspiring examples. 1. President Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was once mocked for his stuttering and unpleasant voice, which made him self-conscious about communicating. Determined to become a lawyer, he realized communication was key to persuading clients. He spent hours practicing in front of a mirror, refining his tone, and delivering speeches aloud by the seaside to strengthen his voice. His persistence made him an exceptional orator, delivering the iconic Gettysburg Address. Ultimately, his communication skills helped him become one of America's greatest presidents. Lesson: relentless practice can turn innate weaknesses into communication strengths. 2. Hillary Clinton. Inspired by Martin Luther King's speech at age 13, Hillary Clinton resolved to overcome her shyness. She actively participated in school debates, tackling topics from simple to complex, and founded a discussion club on politics and culture. She frequently engaged with teachers, read books on rhetoric, and noted new ideas. These efforts helped her develop a confident, logical speaking style, leading her to become a skilled orator and U.S. Secretary of State. Lesson: active practice in diverse settings and learning from skilled individuals enhances communication skills. 3. Li Young. Li Young once lived a reclusive life, too afraid to answer phone calls, and failing 30 in subjects including English. Determined to change, he discovered that reading English aloud in secluded places boosted his focus and confidence. He practiced daily in an open field, reading essays with strong emotion, and invited friends to join him to maintain motivation. After 4 months, he achieved second place in a school-wide English competition. His crazy English method later inspired millions, making him a renowned speaker. Lesson: bold experimentation, persistent practice, and overcoming self-doubt are keys to communication success. Conclusion: eloquent communication is a vital skill in modern society, especially for young people striving to connect and establish themselves. Whether you're shy or lack confidence, daring to speak persistently, practicing learning from real-world experiences, and applying effective communication techniques, tone, clear purpose, contextual appropriateness, can transform you into an outstanding communicator. Be courageous in expressing your thoughts. Seize opportunities to practice and continuously improve to unlock the door to success in life and career. Chapter 2. Read widely. Travel far, accumulate knowledge for communication. Chapter 2 emphasizes that reading books, newspapers, and gaining real-world experiences are the best ways to accumulate knowledge, enhance communication skills, and enrich one's life. An ancient saying goes, read 10,000 books, travel 10,000 miles, highlighting that knowledge gained from books and society fosters charisma, confidence, and a wealth of conversation topics. Reading without experience renders knowledge meaningless. Combining both makes one confident and adaptable in dialogue. Great orators often read newspapers to stay informed about current events, culture, and weather, enabling them to initiate engaging conversations. Remembering and sharing insights from books and media demonstrates care and builds strong relationships. Practicing communication skills, refining language, and learning from historical figures further elevate one's oratory abilities. Core message: accumulating knowledge through reading and real-world experiences is the foundation for becoming an outstanding, confident, and adaptable communicator in any situation. Profound knowledge not only provides a rich source of conversation topics, but also enables deep understanding, skillful adaptability, and the ability to leave a lasting impression in dialogues. From everyday topics like the weather to complex issues like history and culture, knowledge helps you connect with others, forge lasting relationships, and establish social standing. Maintain a habit of reading, continuous learning, and practical application to cultivate confidence, charisma, and exceptional communication skills. 3 key examples. 1. Ji Shaolun and He Shun before Emperor Qianlong. In a story set at Chengdu Mountain, Emperor Qianlong posed the question, "What is high, what is low? What is east, what is west?" Ji Shaolun swiftly responded, "The emperor is high, the subject is low. Literature is in the east, martial arts in the west," showcasing his wit and vast knowledge. When tasked with composing poetry about water, both Ji Shaolun and He Shun drew on their literary expertise to craft subtle, competitive responses. Their deep cultural knowledge and quick-witted communication allowed them to shine before the emperor. Lesson: knowledge from books, combined with sharp communication skills, is crucial for making an impression and asserting one's position. The 2nd of May Ruo at the International Military Tribunal for the Far East. Mei Ruo, China's representative at the 1945 trial of Japanese war criminals, leveraged his historical knowledge and social experience to advocate for China's seating position at the tribunal. He argued that China, having endured 8 years of resistance and immense losses, deserved a prominent seat. When the chief judge announced an unfair seating arrangement, Mei firmly protested, demanded a vote, and threatened to withdraw if fairness was not upheld. His understanding of history, national dignity, and assertive communication secured China's rightful place. Lesson: knowledge and its practical application can create a significant impact in critical situations. 3. The habit of reading newspapers to spark conversations. A skilled orator regularly reads newspapers to stay updated on the weather, sports, or local culture. For instance, knowing about floods in the South, they might start a conversation with, "How did you cope with the flooding in the South?" Or, "What do you think about the sandstorm in the Central region?" These questions show care and encourage engagement. Staying informed through the media helps orators find common ground, break the ice, and build connections. Lesson: keeping up with current events plays a vital role in creating natural and engaging conversations. General conclusion: accumulating knowledge through reading books, newspapers, and real-world experiences is the key to becoming an exceptional communicator. Knowledge not only instills confidence, but also enables adaptability in any situation, from casual conversations to public speaking. By continuously learning, retaining, and applying knowledge in practice, you can develop charisma, confidence, and the ability to connect with others. Start with small steps like reading a newspaper daily, noting insightful ideas, and practicing communication. These are the pathways to mastering the art of dialogue. Chapter 3: Diagnosing Issues to Master Communication. Communication is the key to unlocking relationships, fostering connections, and achieving success in both professional and social life. A skilled communicator not only makes others feel at ease, but also leaves a lasting impression, becoming the center of conversations. Skills such as self-introduction, active listening, creating a lively atmosphere, and encouraging others to open up are essential for mastering communication. Core message: successful communication begins with sincerity, active listening, and the ability to create natural connections. To become an effective communicator, one must overcome shyness, seize opportunities, use humorous language, choose appropriate topics, and always show respect and equality. In particular, active listening and encouraging others to share their opinions are effective ways to build lasting relationships. Key communication skills. 1. Impressive self-introduction importance. A self-introduction is the first step to making an impression and sparking a conversation. A concise, sincere introduction, stating your name, position, organization, and an approachable attitude. Helps others remember you easily. How to do it: keep it brief. Within 30 seconds, use a business card. Show warmth and avoid exaggeration. Note: choose the right moment, when the other person is free and in a good mood, and maintain a natural, polite demeanor. 2. Overcoming shyness and creating a lively atmosphere. Overcoming shyness: conquer nervousness by preparing information about the other person in advance and focusing on their natural curiosity to build a connection. Creating a lively atmosphere: use humorous, witty language to break the ice. Finding common ground: learn about the other person's interests or strengths to incorporate into the conversation, making them feel closer and more open. 3. Listening and encouraging others. Active listening. Listening goes beyond hearing. It involves showing understanding through eye contact, nodding, or asking questions to encourage the other person to continue. Contributing to the conversation. Use questions like, "You must have been really upset." "Right," or "So you mean," to show empathy and keep the conversation flowing. For reserved individuals, use sincere compliments, "Yes, no questions," or gentle debates to encourage them to speak up. 3 key examples. 1. Dalvin Phan's impressive opening. At a business conference, Dalvin Phan approached a potential partner and said, "Hello, I'm Dalvin Phan, Marketing Director of Van Phuong Group. I look forward to collaborating with you." His concise introduction, stating his name, position, and organization with a sincere attitude, immediately captured attention. The partner smiled and responded, "Van Phuong, I've heard of your company before. You handle marketing." This introduction sparked a natural conversation about work and collaboration opportunities. Phan's confident tone and friendly eye contact created a sense of warmth, making the partner remember him and fostering further discussion. 2. Trondai Thien's humor to liven the atmosphere. At a farewell party in Shanghai, painter Trong Gai Thien raised a glass to my Lan Phuong, saying, "Mr. Mai, you're a gentleman, and I'm just a commoner. Here's to you." When Mai asked why, Triong smiled and explained, "You're a gentleman because you sing opera with your mouth, while I'm a commoner who only paints with my hands." The witty remark made everyone laugh, instantly dispelling the initial tension. The party became lively, with people opening up and engaging in conversation. Tron's clever humor, which offended no one, created a friendly atmosphere, making him the focal point and effectively connecting everyone. 3. Tasusak Long, subtle persuasion. When the state of Zhao was under attack by Xinta, Su Suk Long sought to convince the Queen Dowager of Chao to send her son, Prince Trungam to Qi, as a hostage. Instead of addressing the issue directly, he began with the topic of parental love. "Your Majesty loves your daughter and wants her to succeed in Yang, but with Prince Trungam, you prevent him from building his future." He continued, "If the prince has no chance to establish himself, his future will be difficult, no matter how much wealth you give him." His tactful words touched on maternal love, persuading the Queen to agree. By choosing a relevant topic and guiding the conversation subtly, he created empathy, leading to a successful outcome that secured Xi's support for Zhao. General conclusion: communication is the art of connecting people, requiring sincerity, flexibility, and active listening. By delivering impressive self-introductions, using humor, choosing relevant topics, and encouraging others, you can master any conversation. In particular, active listening and a respectful attitude help build lasting relationships, laying the foundation for success in work and life. Practice these skills daily to become a confident and captivating communicator. Chapter 4: Mastering the Art of Balanced Communication. Chapter 4 emphasizes the importance of using intelligent, adaptable language to navigate awkward situations, avoid negative consequences, and build a positive personal image. People naturally seek to avoid harm and gain advantages, making it essential to hone communication skills to protect oneself. Techniques such as redirecting the conversation, self-deprecation, asking questions, or understanding the other person's psychology can diffuse tension and turn disadvantages into opportunities. The chapter illustrates these through real-life examples from Abraham Lincoln, Henry Kissinger, and everyday scenarios, demonstrating how to handle communication, missteps with finesse and effectiveness. Core message: language is a powerful tool that can resolve awkwardness, counterattacks, and build confidence in communication. Skillfully employing techniques like redirecting the conversation, self-deprecation, asking questions, or leveraging the other person's psychology allows individuals to turn disadvantages into opportunities, create goodwill, and achieve success in social and professional relationships. 3 key examples. 1. Abraham Lincoln diffuses criticism during a campaign. During a campaign, Lincoln faced an opponent's attack, who called him two-faced to undermine his credibility. Lincoln calmly responded, "If I had another face, would I be wearing this one to meet everyone?" His humorous reply made the audience laugh, diffusing the tension. Lincoln not only neutralized the criticism, but also turned it into an opportunity to showcase his wit and approachability. As a result, he won the audience's affection and support. This demonstrates the power of language in reversing unfavorable situations, especially when facing malicious attacks in public communication. 2. Henry Kissinger redirects a diplomatic negotiation. In a meeting with Egypt's president, Kissinger was pressed to immediately address Israel's troop withdrawal plan, a sensitive issue that could derail talks. Smiling, he shifted the topic by asking about Egypt's military victory on October 6, praising their pride in the achievement. This made the president enthusiastic, causing him to forget his initial demand and creating a positive atmosphere. Kissinger maintained control, avoided conflict, and advanced the negotiations successfully. This showcases the finesse of understanding psychology and redirecting conversations, crucial in diplomatic or tense communication settings. 3. A clever girl escapes a dangerous situation. When followed by a stranger on the street, a girl turned and asked, "Why are you following me?" He replied that she was beautiful, and he wanted to be friends. Smiling, she said, "The girl behind me is my sister, even more beautiful than I am." The man turned to look only to find no one, exposing the inconsistency in his intentions. She continued, "If you really like me, why did you turn to look for someone else so easily?" Her question embarrassed him, and he left immediately. The girl not only escaped danger, but also maintained her confidence and safety. This highlights how using the other person's psychology can intelligently control a situation. General conclusion: skillful communication is the key to overcoming challenges, from verbal missteps to malicious attacks, turning disadvantages into advantages. Practicing techniques like redirecting the conversation, self-deprecation, asking questions, or understanding psychology not only protects oneself, but also builds an intelligent, charismatic image, leading to success in communication and life. Chapter 5 Praise more. Criticize less and avoid words that cause harm. Praise, like the fragrance of perfume, spreads positivity and fosters connections, but requires finesse, sincerity, and appropriateness. Understanding the recipient is key to effective praise. Celebrate the achievements of the elderly, encourage creativity in the young, commend the acumen of business people, the impartiality of officials, or the knowledge of intellectuals. Praise should be specific, avoiding cliches or formulaic expressions to create genuine goodwill. Conversely, insincere or exaggerated praise can backfire, causing discomfort or eroding trust. Praising someone with low self-esteem can ignite their confidence and spur progress, especially when delivered indirectly through a third party. Showcasing tact praise not only motivates, but is also an art that builds lasting relationships and spreads positive energy. Core message praise is an art of communication that stems from sincerity, tailored to the recipient and context, fostering strong relationships, motivating others and radiating positivity. When used correctly, praise brings joy, drives progress, and strengthens human connections. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Praising an orphan student. An orphan elementary school student, often disheveled and struggling academically, was isolated by peers due to poor performance. Upon entering grade 6, instead of scolding him, the new homeroom teacher publicly praised him during roll call for diligently cleaning the classroom that morning, prompting the class to applaud. This specific and unexpected praise made the boy feel recognized for the first time. Motivated, he continued his cleaning efforts, gained confidence, and worked harder to improve his grades. The teacher's sincere praise reshaped his self-perception, helping him overcome insecurity and integrate with classmates, demonstrating the transformative power of encouragement. 2. Insincere praise for a director. During a company party, the director enthusiastically danced and attempted to sing but stopped, admitting, "I'm done." "I've tried my best," a junior employee quickly chimed in. "You sang so well, like a professional." The insincere praise mismatched with reality displeased the director, who responded coldly, "I know how I did." The employee, embarrassed, realized the praise was poorly timed and inappropriate. The hollow compliment not only failed to create goodwill, but also made the director feel mocked, straining their relationship. This illustrates that praise must be genuine to be effective. 3. Indirect praise through a third party. An employee needed accounting books for an upcoming exam and approached the deputy director, who didn't have the books but suggested ask Director Tron. He's well-read and knowledgeable. He might have them now relayed. The deputy's praise about Triong's vast knowledge when meeting him. Delighted by the indirect compliment, Director Triong felt genuinely respected and appreciated. This praise conveyed through not only brought joy, but also strengthened the bond between the deputy and Director Trong, showing how tactful praise can enhance workplace relationships. General conclusion: praise is a powerful tool for building relationships, uplifting spirits, and fostering personal growth. To be effective, it must be sincere, specific, and suited to the recipient and context, avoiding empty or insincere flattery. By praising thoughtfully, we not only spread joy, but also cultivate a positive, inspiring environment for living and working. Chapter 6: Adding a dash of humor to communication. Humor acts as a lubricant in communication, easing tensions, clearing misunderstandings, and creating a relaxed atmosphere. It showcases intelligence, wit, and adaptability, proving especially valuable in stressful situations or when facing criticism. However, humor must be used judiciously, appropriate to the context and audience, to avoid offense or harm accumulating knowledge. Observing life and mastering techniques like irony, metaphor, or wordplay enable communicators to leave a strong impression and achieve high impact. Humor is not only an art, but also a tool for building empathy, resolving conflicts, and enriching relationships. Core message humor is a powerful communication tool that diffuses tension, fosters empathy, touches hearts, and builds friendly relationships. When used at the right time, in the right place, and suited to the context, Humor not only minimizes conflict, but also enhances communication quality, creates lasting impressions, and connects people. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Diffusing tension. When George Bernard Shaw was hit by a cyclist on the road, instead of getting angry, he jokingly said to the culprit, "You're quite unlucky if you had killed me today. You'd have become famous." This quip eased the cyclist's guilt and dissolved the awkwardness. Shaw's humor reflected his generosity and intelligence, turning a tense moment into a light-hearted one. The jest not only made both parties feel at ease, but also created a memorable moment, illustrating humor's power to diffuse conflict. 2. Fostering empathy. After a crushing defeat, a football coach, instead of scolding the team, humorously remarked, "Things are looking great now. We've shed the burden of being champions and can play freely." This comment relieved the players' psychological pressure and conveyed the coach's support. It fostered empathy between him and the team, motivating them to strive harder in the next match. The witty remark lightened the mood and built team unity, showing how humor can bridge emotional gaps. 3. Deflecting criticism at a party. When a noblewoman refused to dance with Pushkin, citing that she didn't dance with children, he smiled and replied, "My apologies. I didn't know you were pregnant." This feigned naivety caught her off guard and made others laugh. The response protected Pushkin's dignity, while cleverly countering her arrogance. The quip diffused tension, created a jovial atmosphere, and showcased his sharp wit. Humor here allowed Pushkin to maintain his composure and win the crowd's favor. General conclusion: humor, when used intelligently and tactfully, is a key to building lasting relationships and enhancing communication effectiveness. By combining knowledge, observation, and adaptability, we can turn challenging situations into opportunities for connection, inspiration, and leaving a positive impression on others. Chapter 7. Communication Skills. For different contexts and audiences, in a competitive work environment, adept communication and self-presentation are critical for making a positive impression and unlocking career opportunities. A successful job interview hinges not only on qualifications, but also on how candidates present themselves, answer questions, and handle sensitive situations. Chapter 7 emphasizes essential skills for effective self-introduction, smart responses to questions, and avoiding common pitfalls. Core message job. Interview skills go beyond showcasing qualifications. They are an art of communication that highlights strengths, conceals weaknesses, and builds a professional, trustworthy image. Thorough preparation, a humble attitude, and adaptable responses enable candidates to navigate tough questions and leave a lasting positive impression. Effective interview skills. 1. Skillful and clear self-introduction. Greet politely, thank the interviewer, and get to the point. Focus on core details: name, education, experience, and skills relevant to the role. 2. Avoid verbosity or exaggeration. Use concrete examples to demonstrate capabilities. 2. Smart and flexible responses to questions. Research the company and role beforehand to address questions about motivation, company knowledge, or work experience. For sensitive questions, e.g. weaknesses or reasons for leaving a job, respond honestly but strategically, emphasizing alignment with the role. 3. Tactful salary negotiation. Research industry salary averages and company policies before the interview. Propose a reasonable salary, focusing on the value you bring to the company rather than just personal income. Pitfalls to avoid. 1. Boasting or using empty phrases. Avoid vague claims like good communication skills without specific examples, as they raise doubts about your true abilities. 2. Speaking negatively about former employers or bosses. Criticizing past workplaces suggests unprofessionalism. and risk implying you might do the same in the future. 3. Inappropriate discussions. Steer clear of sensitive topics like gender, race, or irrelevant personal details, e.g., children or unrelated hobbies. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Using real achievements to persuade wow. An art graduate applying for an interior design position faced seasoned interviewers. Instead of just introducing herself, she shared a tangible experience. I worked as a freelance designer for a firm, gaining interior design experience. Here's a design I created. I'd appreciate your feedback. By presenting a high-quality portfolio, Will convincingly demonstrated her skills, outshining other candidates and securing the job. 2. Tactfully. Addressing a sensitive question about resignation, Lynn, an experienced secretary, was asked by a female director, "You're attractive and skilled, so why didn't your previous company keep you?" She replied, "Perhaps it was fate. I gave my all, but I don't expect recognition. I believe my dedication will find meaning here." Lynn avoided disparaging her former employer, instead highlighting her desire for a better fit. Her thoughtful response won favor and LED to her hiring. 3. Redirecting a salary question to focus on competence. Duong, previously in a low-paying administrative role, was asked, "Did you leave your last job because the salary was too low?" He responded, "My salary there was considered high, but as a finance major with an accounting certification, an accounting role suits me best." Duong shifted the focus from salary to his qualifications, avoiding a disadvantage and projecting professionalism, which impressed the interviewer and earned him high regard. General conclusion: a job interview is an opportunity to market yourself, but success depends on thorough preparation, skillful communication, and a professional demeanor. By introducing themselves clearly, answering questions intelligently, and avoiding communication missteps, candidates can make a strong impression and boost their chances of being hired. Always remember that authenticity, sincerity, and strategic communication will set you apart in the eyes of employers. Chapter 8. Communicating with leaders. To seize career advancement opportunities, skillful communication with leaders is key to employee advancement and building lasting relationships. Essential skills include active listening, contributing ideas, maintaining a measured attitude, initiating conversations, proactively adapting to the leader's style, choosing the right timing and preparing clear content. Regular work reports demonstrate respect and reduce conflicts. When pointing out mistakes, use light, humorous language when proposing ideas. Start with agreement before offering constructive input. Accepting criticism requires sincerity, without defensiveness or resentment. Praising leaders should be appropriate and aligned with their preferences, while salary requests or refusals of tasks should use a negotiating tone with valid reasons to maintain harmony. Core message: effective communication with leaders is not just a linguistic skill, but an art of building relationships based on respect, sincerity, and tact. This enables employees to showcase their abilities, create goodwill, and achieve career success without compromising personal values. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Using humorous exaggeration to highlight a leader's oversight. In a company with poor employee benefits, staff struggled, but leaders blamed their lack of competence. A manager noticed tardiness due to inadequate transportation support. He tactfully told the leader, "Taxis are too expensive. Buses are crowded and walking wears out. Shoes we can't afford to replace?" He humorously suggested, "Should the company encourage barefoot commuting to save costs this light?" Hearted remark made the leader recognize the issue with embarrassment and agree to improve benefits. The humorous, gentle approach pointed out the flaw without tension, achieving the desired outcome. 2. Proposing ideas tactfully in a meeting. During a meeting, I disagreed with the director's approach to addressing product quality issues. Instead of direct opposition, she said the director is right. Product quality is a priority. However, I think we should focus on raising workers' awareness, as low awareness is impacting efficiency. She suggested training to address the root cause. By starting with agreement and offering constructive input, my proposal gained the director's approval. This approach showed respect and facilitated acceptance of her idea 3, declining a leader's request gracefully. Lee was assigned the lead role in a play alongside Man, but wanted to decline due to personal reasons involving her fiancé. She approached the director when he was in a good mood, thanked him for his trust, and expressed her love for the arts. Then she tactfully said, "The husband and wife role with Man might not suit me. Could you consider another actress?" She playfully mentioned her upcoming wedding. To keep the tone friendly, the director understood, laughed, and agreed to recast the role. Lee's refusal was respectful, avoided tension, and preserved a positive relationship. General conclusion: effective communication with leaders is crucial for building strong relationships and advancing one's career. By actively listening, reporting work clearly, tactfully proposing ideas, accepting criticism, and using appropriate praise, employees can make a positive impression and gain trust and support from superiors. More importantly, sincerity and professionalism help you stand out in the workplace while maintaining self-respect and personal values. Honing these skills not only drives personal success, but also fosters a harmonious, efficient work environment. Chapter 9: In a gossip-filled workplace. Mastering communication is crucial. In the complex and gossip-prone workplace, the art of communication is pivotal in shaping a positive personal image and maintaining harmonious relationships. Careful and appropriate speech not only prevents conflicts, but also earns respect from colleagues and superiors. Chapter 9 highlights communication principles, such as tolerance, separating personal and professional matters, avoiding arguments, and deftly handling sensitive situations. Additionally, one should steer clear of taboo topics like salaries, personal lives, or boasting, while using tactful, humorous language to resolve misunderstandings and conflicts. These skills require experience and sensitivity to thrive in a competitive environment. Core message: the art of workplace. Communication is more than just conversation. It's a display of intelligence, tact, and professionalism. A well-timed, well-phrased word can diffuse conflicts, build trust, and create career opportunities. Conversely, careless speech can lead to misunderstandings, disputes, and career setbacks. Staying calm, tactful, and principled is essential for surviving and thriving in the challenging workplace. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Tolerance to resolve conflict. Tho and Tung were close friends at a construction company. When Tung accidentally misreported Tho's work, causing Tho to be unfairly blamed by their boss, Tho chose forgiveness over confrontation. He calmly said, "Let's move past it. We're still friends." This tolerance preserved their friendship and earned Tung's deeper respect, strengthening their bond. Tho's approach shows that restraint is not weakness, but a sign of magnanimity and intelligence. 2. Separating personal and professional to avoid trouble. Van and her manager, Lin, shared a close personal relationship. When Lin asked Van to introduce a business partner during work hours, Van tactfully declined the contact. "I know is on leave. You should meet their company's leadership directly." By avoiding involvement in another department's affairs, Van upheld the principle of separating personal and professional matters. This approach protected their personal relationship while avoiding misunderstandings with superiors, emphasizing the importance of clear boundaries in the workplace. 3. using humor for self-defense. Dean was undermined by his colleague Tron, who revealed Dean's mistake of losing an advertising plan. Instead of arguing, Dean quipped, "My speed at drafting a new report still can't match the ears of our boss." This humorous remark suddenly called out Tron, while serving as a tactful warning without escalating tension. Dean's approach protected his reputation, maintained workplace harmony, and alerted the boss to the issue without direct confrontation. General conclusion in the competitive, gossip-filled workplace. Mastering the art of communication is key to building strong relationships and advancing one's career. Tactful speech, emotional control, and adherence to principles like tolerance. Separating personal and professional matters and using humor help avoid unnecessary conflicts. By continuously learning, observing, and refining communication skills, you can become a reliable colleague, a professional employee, and a well-regarded individual in the challenging work environment. Chapter 10. Masterful Communication in the Art of Selling. In the fiercely competitive world of commerce, communication skills are the cornerstone of a salesman's success. Tactful, friendly language bridges gaps, builds trust, and persuades customers. This chapter emphasizes the importance of understanding customer psychology using appropriate language to create a comfortable atmosphere, and employing strategies like praise, active listening, and guiding conversations to achieve sales goals. Techniques such as sparking curiosity, highlighting benefits, or responding honestly not only attract customers, but also foster long-term relationships. Success in sales hinges not just on the product, but on how salespeople use language to make an impression and meet customer needs. Core message: skillful, sincere communication that understands customer psychology is a critical weapon for salespeople to achieve success, build trust, and maintain lasting relationships with clients. 3 illustrative examples. 1 friendly approach and understanding needs. A toy store employee noticed a customer examining a remote-controlled airplane. She smiled and asked, "How old is your child? Do they enjoy active games?" Upon learning the child was 12, she said, "This airplane is perfect for that age." Fostering critical thinking and leadership skills early on, she demonstrated the controls to showcase its appeal, then reduced the price from 280,000 Vietnamese dongs to 250,000 Vietnamese dongs, and included 2 free batteries, adding, "This is a small gift to make your child's experience even better." Her friendly, quick-witted approach and focus on benefits made the customer feel valued, leading to an immediate purchase and referrals to the store. 2 listening and guiding to overcome objections. When a customer said, "I need to think it over," a salesperson responded, "I'm glad you're interested in our product. Perhaps I haven't fully explained its benefits. Could you share what's making you hesitant?" By acknowledging the customer's perspective and asking why, she tactfully uncovered concerns, such as price, and addressed them. "I understand you want to consider carefully, but this product's durability can save you costs in the long run." Her sincere, non-pushy approach removed psychological barriers, opened up the conversation, and ultimately convinced the customer to make a purchase. 3 using praise to build rapport and connection. A marketing representative approached a supermarket deputy director to pitch a product. He began, "From your voice, are you from Hanoi? I always find the Hanoi accent warm and friendly. It reminds me of my visits to Hun Kim Lake." When the deputy confirmed, he continued, "Your supermarket is so well organized with such diverse products. I'm especially impressed by how you've arranged the food section. It shows your dedication." The specific, sincere praise made the deputy feel respected, prompting him to invite the representative into his office for a detailed discussion. The conversation went smoothly, resulting in the supermarket agreeing to a large order and expressing interest in long-term cooperation. General conclusion. Success in sales stems not only from product quality, but also from skillful communication, understanding customer psychology, and building trust. By using friendly language, active listening, appropriate praise, and smart guidance, salespeople can turn challenges into opportunities, achieving business goals and fostering lasting relationships. Communication skills are the art of connection, opening the door to success in every commercial transaction. Chapter 11. Honing negotiation skills to secure the upper hand. Negotiation is a battle of wits, requiring not only extensive knowledge, but also skillful use of language and the ability to foster a harmonious atmosphere. A successful negotiation hinges on creating a positive environment, employing precise language, and pursuing mutually beneficial outcomes. The negotiations atmosphere significantly influences participants' psychology and results, while humorous language, expressive nuances, and strategic questioning help diffuse tension and uncover the other party's intentions. Tactful refusal, using ambiguous language to conceal intentions, and avoiding extreme or hurtful words that damage pride are key factors. Negotiation is not a win-lose battle, but a collaborative effort to achieve shared goals, demanding patience, empathy, and flexibility. Core message: success in negotiation stems from a blend of intelligence, skillful language, and a cooperative attitude, creating a positive atmosphere and delivering lasting benefits for both parties. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Creating a harmonious atmosphere. During Queen Elizabeth's visit to China, Deng Xiaoping opened the meeting with a warm greeting. "I'm delighted to meet you. Please accept my warm welcome and respect." He added humorously, "Beijing's weather is perfect for our honored guest, but borrowing some London fog would make it even better." The Queen's consort replied, "London's fog is a thing of the past, but we can lend some rain in exchange for Beijing's sunshine." This light-hearted exchange broke the formality of a political negotiation, fostering a friendly atmosphere that eased discussions on sensitive topics, laying the foundation for a strong diplomatic relationship. 2. Tactfully handling customer objections. At a watch store, Mr. Thomas complained that a 150-coin Vision Assist watch was too expensive and unattractive. Instead of arguing, the salesperson emphasized, "This watch is accurate to within minutes per month, and its rare design makes reading time effortless." When Thomas argued accuracy wasn't critical, citing his 10-year-old watch, the salesperson responded, "Your old watch served you well, but this new one is optimized for your wife's needs." By focusing on the product's strengths and avoiding confrontation, the salesperson convinced Thomas to buy it 100 coins, achieving a mutually satisfying agreement. 3. Graceful refusal in a negotiation over herring prices. Between the Soviet Union and Norway, the Norwegian representative insisted on a high price. Stalling talks, Soviet Representative Miss Kalentia, instead of direct opposition, smiled and said, "I'd love to agree to your price, but I'd have to pay with my lifetime salary, and I'm afraid I'd still be short." By the end, this humorous remark made both sides laugh. Easing tension, her wit maintained a positive atmosphere and prompted Norway to reconsider, ultimately lowering the price significantly for a mutually beneficial deal. General conclusion. Negotiation is an art combining intelligence, language, and empathy. A skilled negotiator creates a positive atmosphere, uses flexible language, and aims for mutually beneficial outcomes. By honing skills like strategic questioning, tactful refusal, and avoiding divisive language, you can secure the upper hand in any negotiation. Chapter 12. Dynamic public speaking skills. Public speaking is an artistic, Visual and practical social activity that showcases individual capability and inspires audiences. A successful speech requires a captivating opening to grab attention within the first 5 seconds and a memorable conclusion that leaves a lasting impact. Effective opening techniques include sparking curiosity, using bold language citing real-life examples, quoting famous sayings emphasizing tangible benefits, or presenting surprising facts. The speech's topic should be fresh-focused, relevant to the audience's interests, and reflective of the speaker's clear worldview. During delivery, speakers must adapt flexibly to disruptions, repetitive content provocations, or forgetting lines, while incorporating vivid imagery and emotion to captivate listeners. The conclusion should summarize key points, evoke emotion, incorporate humor, or include a call to action to leave a strong impression. Core message. An outstanding speech not only conveys information, but also ignites emotions and connects with the audience through creativity, sincerity, and skillful adaptability, creating a profound and lasting impact. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Sparking curiosity. A geography professor cleverly captured students' attention by holding up a strange black rock. As the noisy classroom settled, he announced it was a rare object, piquing their curiosity and silencing the room. He then launched into a lecture about an Antarctic expedition where the rock was found. This demonstrates how using a curiosity-driven prop tied to the topic can effectively engage an audience during a speech. 2. Bold language. In a speech on gender equality, a female speaker opened with, "Yesterday I nearly tore up my college degree when a colleague claimed women can't lead as well as men." This bold, provocative, and emotional statement immediately grabbed the audience's attention, surprising them and sparking eagerness to hear more. By using a personal experience with a powerful tone, the speaker skillfully introduced the need for gender equality, fostering empathy, and paving the way for compelling arguments. 3. Humorous conclusion. At a tomb restoration ceremony for John, Pastor Louis George concluded his speech with humor, leaving a deep impression and eliciting laughter. He highlighted John's love for cleanliness, recounting how John once said he didn't want to see the pastor in wrinkled vestments, and jokingly told a young girl her blessings would mean more if she were clean. He urged everyone to keep John's grave tidy, to honor his preference humorously, warning that neglecting it would sadden John's soul. This respectful yet lighthearted tone made the speech memorable and impactful. General conclusion. Public speaking is an art that blends profound content, creative delivery, and sincere emotional expression. A successful speech requires thorough preparation, from choosing a relevant topic and crafting a captivating opening to delivering a memorable conclusion, while remaining adaptable to any situation. This creates a powerful influence, sparking thought and emotion in the audience. Chapter 13. Mastering language skills to shine at social gatherings. In modern social settings, language skills are crucial for building and strengthening relationships at gatherings. Skillful use of language not only helps you blend in and make a positive impression, but also opens doors for networking, collaboration, and social bonding. From introducing others, toasting declining drinks, to engaging in conversation, each skill requires tact, politeness, and appropriateness to ensure a lively and meaningful atmosphere. Core message. Mastering language skills is the key to showing respect, building lasting relationships, and creating a positive impression at social gatherings, enabling you to confidently stand out and expand your social network. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Skillful introduction of others. When introducing 2 unfamiliar people at a gathering, follow proper etiquette to show respect. For example, at a company event, you might say, "Ms. Lan, I'd like to introduce Mr. Hung." Marketing Director at Company X. Mr. Hung, this is Miss Lan. HR Manager at Company Y. The introduction should be clear, mentioning names and roles, accompanied by a smile and eye contact to foster warmth. Prioritize introducing men before women, younger individuals before elders, or those of lower status before those with prominence. After the introduction, allow them a brief moment to converse before stepping away, avoiding any sense of haste or abandonment. 2. Artful toasting. Toasting is an art that enlivens the atmosphere and connects people, requiring sincerity and finesse. For instance, at a class reunion, you might raise your glass and say, "Today is a rare chance to reunite after 10 years. Let's toast our enduring friendship and everyone's successes." This toast highlights the occasion's significance, evokes positive emotions, and makes it hard for others to decline. Using sincere compliments or referencing shared bonds is an effective way to propose a toast without creating pressure. 3. Tactful declining. Of drinks, declining drinks requires finesse to avoid offending the host, while prioritizing health. For example, when offered too much alcohol, you might say, "Thank you so much for your enthusiasm, but I've been dealing with stomach issues, and my doctor advised against drinking. May I toast with tea instead to wish you good health?" This response cites a health reason, shows appreciation for the host's kindness, and maintains a cheerful mood. It allows you to avoid drinking while preserving a positive relationship. General conclusion: language skills at social gatherings are not just communication tools, but an art of self-expression, relationship building, and creating lasting impressions. Properly introducing others, delivering artful toasts, tactfully declining drinks, and engaging in fitting conversations make you a focal point of respect and attention. By mastering principles like respecting etiquette, offering sincere compliments, and avoiding uncontrolled behavior, you can turn every gathering into an opportunity to strengthen bonds and expand your social network. Continuously hone your language skills to confidently shine in any social interaction. Chapter 14, Sweet Words in Love. Chapter 14 highlights the vital role of sweet words in building and sustaining love, likening them to essential spices that keep relationships vibrant. In modern society, expressing feelings at the right moment is crucial for winning someone's heart. Yet many young people struggle with this, leading to romantic setbacks. The chapter offers communication skills, such as preparing conversation topics, using handwritten letters, gifts, subtle hints, or playful banter to convey feelings tactfully. Especially in long-distance relationships or after periods of separation, sweet words of care strengthen emotional bonds. Additionally, skills like declining advances with humor, gentle negation, or affirming before denying or discuss to avoid hurting others' feelings. Core message: sweet words, when used timely and skillfully, not only deepen love but also resolve conflicts, foster closeness, and create lasting happiness. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Using subtle hints in a rural love story. A girl and a boy secretly admired each other, but were too shy to confess. One day, while meeting in the fields, the girl suddenly pointed to a butterfly fluttering among flowers and asked, "Why do we only see butterflies chasing flowers, but never flowers pursuing butterflies?" This metaphorical question delicately hinted at her feelings. The boy responded, "How can a flower chase a butterfly?" Then realized the deeper meaning. Understanding her affection, through her nuanced and tactful expression, she prompted him to reflect on their relationship, giving him the courage to confess, marking a turning point for both. 2. Skillful words with a gift to express love. A young man wanting to propose but hesitant to confess directly steered the conversation toward family life, expressing his longing for stability and warmth. When the girl responded calmly, He suddenly mentioned a ring he happened to see and bought because he liked it. He invited her to try it on, then revealed it was meant for her. This thoughtful gift, paired with tactful words, conveyed his deep love naturally and meaningfully, strengthening their bond. Combining a meaningful gift with skillful words not only expresses love delicately, but also conveys profound emotions, creating unforgettable moments in a relationship. 3. Using a prop to express feelings. Mars, an introverted man, was hesitant to directly confess his love to Yanni. During a lakeside sunset, instead of speaking outright, he cleverly used a mirror as a prop. He led Yanni to believe he was talking about another woman, but when she opened the box and saw her own reflection in the mirror, she realized she was the one Mars loved. His sincere words, combined with the creative use of the mirror, successfully conveyed his feelings. Heartfelt, timely words are vital in love. Both men and women crave sweet words to feel valued, but men often prioritize actions, which can lead to conflicts if the partner's emotional needs are overlooked. General conclusion: sweet words and skillful communication are the keys to building lasting love. Through careful preparation, choosing the right moment, and using refined language, couples can overcome challenges, resolve conflicts, and create unforgettable moments. Let words of love serve as a bridge, bringing two hearts closer together. Chapter 15: Tactful Refusal. To avoid offending others in social interactions. Tactful refusal is an essential skill for maintaining relationships without hurting others' pride. Chapter 15 emphasizes that refusal is more than just saying no. It requires sincerity, respect, and flexibility to avoid misunderstandings or strained relationships. Effective refusal methods include deflection, delaying staying silent, using diplomatic language, humor, courting others, affirming before denying, setting traps, being vague, giving unrelated responses, procrastinating or imposing strict conditions. These techniques allow the refuser to achieve their goal while preserving harmony. In situations like declining invitations, inappropriate requests, or politely dismissing guests, using gentle language, indirect actions, and valid reasons is crucial. Core message: tactful refusal is an art of communication that demands finesse, respect for others' feelings, and adaptable responses to maintain positive relationships while upholding personal boundaries. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Refusing with humor. A renowned writer received an invitation from a foreign friend who admired his work and wanted to visit. He smiled and replied, "Thank you for loving my books. But just as you enjoy a delicious apple without needing to visit the orchard, I'm afraid my humble home can't compare to my pages." This witty metaphorical response made his friend laugh and accept the refusal without feeling offended, preserving their friendly relationship. 2. Quoting others. A supermarket employee was asked by a close friend to sneak them into the warehouse to view goods, which violated company rules. He responded, "I'd love to help, but last week the director stressed that no one can bring guests into the warehouse if caught. I could face a heavy fine or lose my job. Let's pick items from the shelves instead. I'll guide you thoroughly." By citing the director, he tactfully refused, helping his friend understand the reason without feeling directly rejected, thus maintaining their friendship. 3. Imposing strict conditions. A writer was invited to speak at a university on a sweltering summer afternoon, concerned that students might doze off. He took the stage and said, "It's hot, and I understand if you want a nap. I don't mind. I only ask 2 things. Don't slump on the desk, and don't snore loudly to disturb others. If you can manage that, sleep away." His humorous, stringent conditions sparked laughter, instantly waking the students. This clever approach lightheartedly discouraged napping, creating a positive atmosphere. General conclusion. The art of tactful refusal is not just a communication skill, but a reflection of emotional intelligence and empathy for other psychology. By using diplomatic language, indirect actions, and a sincere attitude, we can refuse without hurting feelings, while building and sustaining strong relationships in both work and personal life. Chapter 16. Tactful communication when asking for help in society. No one can thrive in isolation without the support of others. The art of asking for help is not just about making a request, but requires skillful communication, understanding the other person's psychology, and recognizing their personality traits. To gain their agreement, this demands keen observation of facial expressions, words, and behaviors to choose the right moment and approach. Techniques such as gentle provocation, humorous language, or creating opportunities for the other party to offer help can enhance persuasiveness. Tailoring communication, strategies to different personalities, rigid, arrogant, selfish, or impatient, is crucial for effectiveness. Above all, sincerity, patience, and avoiding taboo behaviors help build strong relationships and achieve goals. Core message: the art of asking for help combines tactful communication, psychological insight, and flexible adaptability. A successful request not only accomplishes the task, but also fosters lasting relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Zhang Yi and King Y of Siqiu. During the Warring States period, Zhang Yi, facing financial difficulties in Siqiu, astutely observed King Y's fondness for beauty. He cleverly proposed bringing beautiful women from the state of Pu, sparking the king's enthusiasm to fund him. This also alarmed the king's consorts, Nan Hu and Yung Shu, who voluntarily sent him money to curry favor. Through this, Zhang Yi secured funds from both the king and his consorts without directly asking, demonstrating his strategic finesse. 2. Li Lianying and Empress Dowager 6-0. Li Lianying keenly noticed Empress Dowager 60's displeasure upon seeing a signboard reading, Chief Eunuch Li's residence, outside his home. He swiftly removed the sign, erased the text, and tactfully explained it was a mistake by his household, diffusing her anger and averting potential trouble. This action highlights his sensitivity in observing her mood and handling the situation promptly. 3. Zhuge Liang persuading Sun Quan. Zhuge Liang employed provocation to convince Sun Quan to ally against a Cao. He began by exaggerating Cao's military strength and suggesting surrender, which stung Sun Quan's pride. This reverse psychology prompted Sun Quan to resolve to join forces with Liu Bei and Zhu Liangeng, leading to a successful alliance. This strategy showcases the clever use of psychology to achieve a goal. General conclusion. The art of asking for help is not just a communication skill, but a demonstration of intelligence and sensitivity in understanding others. By grasping psychology, choosing the right moment, and employing suitable methods, you can turn challenging requests into opportunities for building relationships and achieving goals. Patience, sincerity, and adaptability in approach are the keys to success in any social situation. Chapter 17. The art of persuasion. Persuasion is the skill of using language to influence someone's psychology, prompting them to change their attitude or behavior in the desired direction. In modern society, persuasion is a vital tool for achieving personal and professional goals, especially when opinions differ. Effective persuasion requires putting oneself in the other person's shoes, using suggestive language, combining words with tangible actions, and strategically asking questions to guide their mindset. The chapter highlights methods such as adopting the other person's perspective, using suggestive stories, persuading through real-world experience, and posing leading or subtly threatening questions. The persuasion process involves capturing attention, expressing ideas clearly, evoking emotions, and providing actionable steps. Key techniques include grounding arguments in facts, progressing from small to large points, using vivid language focusing on core issues, and incorporating philosophical quotes. Core message persuasion is not about imposing opinions, but an art of understanding the other person's psychology, using flexible language and practical actions to achieve heartfelt agreement and shared goals. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Adopting the other person's perspective. Joe Meyer, a real estate agent, persuaded CEO Jack to buy the old house his company was renting as an office. Instead of pushing, Joe quietly observed Jack's attachment to the river view from the office. He asked, when you first came to New York, "Where was your office?" This question evoked Jack's memories of his early entrepreneurial days, deepening his emotional connection to the place. As a result, Jack agreed to buy the house, proving that understanding and aligning with the other person's perspective is key to effective persuasion. 2. Persuading with suggestive language. A workplace leader addressed young employees' noisy nighttime behavior by sharing a humorous yet profound story about a young man throwing shoes, disturbing elderly neighbors, without directly criticizing. The leader used the story to spark empathy, helping the employees realize their actions' impact. Consequently, they voluntarily adjusted their habits, turning off loud music and lowering their voices, demonstrating that suggestive language can change behavior gently and effectively. 3. Persuading with words backed by action. The mayor of Shanghai convinced a factory owner to abolish invasive worker searches by recounting his experience managing thousands of soldiers during a revolution and working as a laborer in France. He emphasized that treating workers well and improving benefits would boost efficiency and reduce losses. His real-world experience convinced the factory owner to trust his approach. As a result, the owner eliminated the search policy. Workers performed better and theft stopped, showcasing the power of combining words with practical experience. In persuasion. General conclusion. Persuasion is an art that blends language, psychology, and action to achieve consensus. By understanding others using suggestive language, guiding with questions, and supporting arguments with real-world evidence, we can turn personal ideas into collective action. This skill not only helps achieve goals, but also builds lasting relationships, especially in modern work and life settings. Honing persuasion skills opens doors to success and creates positive influence across all aspects of life. Chapter 18. No one escapes mistakes. Sincere apologies are essential. The art of apologizing is a critical factor in building and maintaining relationships, resolving conflicts, and laying the foundation for success in communication and career. Sincerely and promptly acknowledging and apologizing for mistakes demonstrates courage and responsibility, enhances personal image, and fosters respect and trust from others. While not guaranteeing absolute success, an apology can reduce conflict, open opportunities for growth, and remove many obstacles. Chapter 18 emphasizes 3 key principles of apologizing: sincerity, natural behavior, and timely delivery, along with practical applications in real-life situations. Core message is sincere. Well-executed apology not only mends relationships, but also reflects character, builds trust, and creates opportunities for personal and professional growth. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Abraham Lincoln's case. During a heated debate, Lincoln harshly criticized a senator in front of a crowd, causing the senator to cry and feel deeply humiliated. Recognizing his mistake, Lincoln grappled internally, but chose to visit the senator and offer a heartfelt apology. Despite initially being rebuffed, This act not only resolved the conflict, but also built a lasting relationship, reducing adversaries in his political career and contributing significantly to his journey to becoming President of the United States. To Carnegie's case, when a park ranger reprimanded Carnegie for not leashing his dog violating park rules, Carnegie immediately admitted his fault and self-criticized before any penalty was issued. His proactive and sincere attitude earned the ranger's respect, leading to leniency. The ranger overlooked the violation and even suggested ways for Carnegie to walk his dog in less crowded areas to avoid future issues. 3. The boss and the secretary. A boss hastily blamed his secretary for losing important documents, only to later discover they were in his home drawer. After an internal struggle, he sincerely apologized to the secretary. This apology not only repaired their relationship, but also made the secretary feel valued, prompting her to work harder. It fostered a positive work environment and enhanced the boss's credibility among employees. General conclusion: the art of apologizing is not just a tool for correcting mistakes, but a key to building trust, improving relationships, and paving the way for long-term success. A timely, sincere, and appropriate apology can transform conflict into opportunity, enabling individuals and leaders to affirm their character and credibility while fostering collaboration and growth in all areas of life. Chapter 19. The Art of Constructive Criticism. Criticism is an inevitable part of life and work, but if delivered carelessly, it can cause resentment or hurt pride to make criticism palatable. Consider the following one. Act cautiously using sincere language and avoiding overly ornate expressions. 2. Choose the right time and setting. Prioritizing private feedback to preserve dignity. 3. Avoid comparisons with others as they can be hurtful. 4. Use suggestive methods, such as examples, to help the recipient recognize their mistakes. 5. Employ a gentle, tactful tone, combining praise with critique to create comfort. 6. Tailor criticism to the recipient's age, profession, education, and emotional state. The sandwich method, praising after critiquing, is an effective way to encourage acceptance and change. Core message criticism is a linguistic art, requiring tact and sensitivity to correct behavior without wounding pride. This is achieved through gentle language, appropriate timing, combining praise with feedback, and adapting to the recipient's age, profession, education, and mindset. 3 illustrative examples. 1. Lan's case. Lan, a salesperson, felt discouraged and submitted his resignation due to poor performance, despite hard work. His manager acknowledged his dedication and effort, but noted his lack of communication skills and stiff facial expressions, while encouraging his potential for success. Praising before criticizing touched Lan. Restoring his confidence, he withdrew his resignation, worked on his communication skills, and gradually improved his performance. This approach succeeded because the manager recognized Lan's efforts, fostering respect and motivation. 2. The post office employee's case. Trin frequently dealt with a post office employee who was cold and irritable due to work stress. Instead of criticizing, he praised her for staying calm with difficult customers and smiled warmly to create a positive atmosphere. This praise prompted her to soften, becoming more open and even sharing book recommendations with Trin. The approach worked because it focused on her strengths, encouraging change without pressure or confrontation, significantly improving their relationship. 3. McKinney's case. During a campaign, McKinney received a speech draft with controversial viewpoints. He gently critiqued that it didn't suit the current social context, but praised its sharp wording, suitable for other settings, and suggested revisions. The writer felt valued and willingly revised the speech. The sandwich method allowed McKinney to achieve his goal. While maintaining collaboration, the refined speech contributed to the campaign's success. General conclusion. The art of criticism demands flexibility, psychological insight, and awareness of the recipient's context. By combining praise, choosing the right moment, using gentle language, and avoiding harm to pride, criticism not only corrects, but also builds positive relationships. Mastering these skills transforms one into a skilled communicator, fostering a harmonious and effective work and life environment. Chapter 20. The Art of Consoling to Warm Hearts. Consoling is the act of using positive, empathetic, and hopeful words to uplift and encourage those suffering from illness, failure, or loss of confidence. It serves as a bond that fosters emotional connection, bringing people closer, fostering understanding, and empowering them to face challenges. A sincere consolation not only soothes sadness, but also inspires, providing the emotional strength to overcome adversity. In society, sharing joy or sorrow strengthens relationships, alleviates pain, and spreads warmth. Consoling is not just a communication skill, but an expression of compassion, making life more meaningful. Core message: consoling is an art of communication that requires sincerity, active listening, and positive language to instill hope and strength in others. A well-delivered consolation makes the recipient feel understood, reignites their faith, and motivates them to overcome difficulties, fostering stronger community relationships. 3 illustrative examples. 1. John and his grandfather. John was deeply anxious upon learning he was assigned to the Marines, known for its grueling challenges. His grandfather, with empathy and a gentle tone, reassured him that any role offered opportunities, and that returning safely was enough. Instead of dismissive phrases like "don't be afraid," he broke down the situation optimistically, helping John see it positively. This heartfelt conversation eased John's fears, dispelled his anxiety, and boosted his confidence to face the upcoming challenges. 2. Socrates and the heartbroken young man. When Socrates saw a young man about to jump into a river over heartbreak, he intervened and listened to his story. With finesse, Socrates consoled him, saying he only lost someone who didn't love him, while the woman lost someone who truly cared for her, reframing the situation positively. Socrates' concise yet profound words shifted the young man's perspective, prompting a smile in his return home. This consolation not only alleviated pain, but also restored the young man's self-belief. 3. Lee and little Lan's illness. Lee visited Lan, a young girl with leukemia, bringing her favorite happy sheep toy instead of saying cliché phrases like "be strong." Lee shared a story about happy sheep bravely defeating the gray wolf, suddenly inspiring Lan's optimism. She encouraged Lan to emulate her favorite character in facing her illness. This act not only cheered Lan, but also made her feel cared for, giving her added motivation to fight her condition. General conclusion: consoling is a vital communication skill, requiring sincerity, active listening, and positive language to inspire hope. By understanding the root of someone's sorrow, listening earnestly, and offering encouraging advice, we can help others overcome challenges and build lasting relationships. Consoling acts as a healing balm, helping people find light in their darkest moments. In life, always be ready to listen and console with your whole heart to spread warmth and hope to those around you. Closing note from Eloquent Speech Wins the World. Eloquent Speech Wins the World by Trác Nhã is not just a book but a companion, guiding you to master the art of communication, to win hearts and expand opportunities in life. The book offers practical secrets, from choosing the right words and adapting flexibly to every situation, to turning conversations into opportunities for lasting relationships. The author emphasizes Skillful speech is the key to winning the world, from career success to personal connections. Apply the book's lessons to every daily interaction. A well-timed word, a tactful refusal that spares feelings, or a sincere listening attitude can make a profound difference. Remember, success comes not just from what you say, but from how you make others feel respected and understood. Thank you for exploring the wonderful insights of eloquent speech. Wins the world. Continue this journey to learn unique communication skills that help you shine confidently in any situation. Don't forget to share and spread these tips to others. See you in the next adventure. Thank you from Daily English Channel. Thank you for joining Daily English Channel. Keep following our channel to discover more fascinating tips to not only excel in English, but also master unique communication skills to shine in every situation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our videos. See you in the next episodes.